Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Memory Keeping with Megan. In this video, I am joining my crafty friends on scrapbooking layout ideas from Close to My Heart, Make It From Your Heart, Volume 6 Sketchbook. Today we are working on Pattern 13. I'm going to go ahead and remove my sticky note that I had on here for a placeholder. But here are two examples of the finished sketch that we are working on. This one has a solid color background, and then this one down here has a pattern paper background, which is actually a shortcut for quick layouts as it adds a lot of character quickly. Another quick tip about using sketches is using ones that already have the cutting measurements for you. It takes all of the guesswork out of it and is simply like following a cooking recipe. I'm going to go ahead and follow this pattern or bottom design. The pictures that I'm going to use in this layout are pictures from a trip that my family took in 2002 to Branson, Missouri, to Silver Dollar City. This is a place that we all love going to when the boys were growing up. It's a short drive away for us, and so we often go on day trips, and it's something that we still enjoy doing today, all these years later. One of the first things I do in my scrapbooking process is pick out paper to go with my photographs. I already know which photographs I want to use more times than not in my layout. I kind of go both ways. Sometimes the paper does direct me, but more times than not, I know which pictures to use. So I will go through different papers to find what paper will make my pictures pop the most. And something that I needed to pay attention to was because this wood back here, this door, because is going to be one of my bigger pictures, and so I needed to have some background paper that didn't clash and made it really just pop out. I'm going to be doing a little bit of stash busting with this layout. I'm using a combination of cardstock from Close to My Heart and Hobby Lobby. From Hobby Lobby's Old World stack paper pack, I chose paper for my background, and then from Close to My Heart, I chose paprika, harbor, rosemary, and shortbread. I do adhere my base pages down onto my Versamat here with just a couple of glue dots, usually in 2 corners on each side. That's a tip that I picked up from Crafty Concepts with Erin. It's a really good tip. I had tried not doing that, and things got crooked when I was laying stuff out, and so this has just really helped me keep things straight on my layout. Next, what I want to do is choose the pictures that I want to use where on this layout. This layout only calls for 4 pictures, and it has 2 drilling spots down here. So I have more than 4, and so I'm not going to use those 2 drilling spots, and even this one is a title. I'm going to go ahead and put 3 pictures down here and journal someplace over here. The sketch also calls for your photos. Let's see, you've got a 4x6 over here and a 4x6 here, and then 2 of them are 3x4s. And like I said, I'm going to add more pictures. These circles down here are about 3.5-inch circles. So I need to decide which ones are going to be like my focal pictures. In one of my previous videos, I talk about what a focal picture is, and that video is about my trip to New York, steps for choosing the perfect photos for your layout. I have selected the pictures I want for my focal picture and then for my supporting pictures. And according to this sketch, then there is the one picture over here on top of the circle that I'm going to cut out here just in a second. And then one 4x6. And then, as I said earlier, instead of having the journaling and a title down here, I'm going to go ahead and put pictures. So I've cut the pictures here in circle with my circle cutter. And then this was pictures that are supposed to be 3x4s. So I cut these two, made them a little bit smaller. And so I've got that matched up, and so I'll get those laid there like that. And as I'm sitting here actually talking about this right now, I'm going to change this around because I really want this to be my focal picture, because there is a really good story that goes with this. This picture says, "Don't look in the hole." And so this is Casey and Kylan, my two sons, and I have that story there. So I've got those laid out now the way that I want them. So I'm going to step away. I'm going to do some cutting off camera, and I'll be back with all of my cuts. Okay, I have gone ahead and matted my pictures onto the harbor, and I want to put that over there. And then I wanted to tell you that I had used my circle cutter and cut my photographs into 3-inch circles. And so now, according to the layout request, I believe these are 3 1/4. No, 3 1/2. So the paprika circle back behind is 3 1/2, and then I went ahead and added an extra matting to it with the harbor again, and that is 3 1/4. So I want to go ahead and put those down there, and something like that. And then I went ahead and used my Cricut and cut my title out with my Cricut, and there's the letters there. So I'm going to stick those right here just to the side. And then with my paprika, I have a 9-inch circle here, and put that in the center for right now according to the layout design here. And then I'm going to put a strip of paper. Shortbread is the color that I've chosen for that, and that's going to be 12 inches long by about 4 inches. Yeah, it's just a little bit shorter than 4 inches. It's probably about 3 3/4. So a 12 by 3 3/4, and I'm just going to kind of stick that right about there. And then to rosemary, it's about 1 inch wide. And I'll just stick that down the middle like that. They have theirs a little bit more towards the left. I think I kind of just like it more down the middle. And maybe move this picture over like that. Okay. Then they have this and like another piece of shortbread back behind here, and that is going to be about 4 inches wide again, and I'm just going to go ahead and take that up. 4 inches wide. I can't talk and scrap at the same time and do my layouts. I can't talk and think. And about 8 inches long. I'm going to put Casey over here on the left because he's looking in that way, and then Kylan over here. I want to leave a little bit of space between the two because I want to go ahead and put this strip of rosemary right down the middle. Okay. I'm going to speed this up and tell you the little story about don't look in this hole as I'm laying out the title for this. I can remember my parents taking us to Silver Dollar City back when I was a kid, and I absolutely loved it. So it's a family tradition that I have carried on with my own children. We've been taking the boys every year since they were probably about 4 to 6 years old. Silver Dollar City is an 1880s themed amusement park that's been around since at least the mid 1970s. And there's different types of rides, such as roller coasters and water rides, and family rides, such as a steam train. We try and catch a ride on that train every time we visit the city. There are a variety of live shows. The different festivals bring in different types of shows, but there are shows that are there year-round, such as the Saloon Show. And this is a very popular show, and it's something else that we try to do once or twice a season. You can walk around the park and watch lots of different craftsmen in action, such as glass blowers, blacksmith, lye soap makers, candy makers, bakers. There's just all sorts of stuff. And of course, there's lots of shopping to be done too, as well as different types of eating within the park. If you are ever in the Branson, Missouri area, I recommend going to Silver Dollar City. Another shortcut tip is to make your layout titles with your Cricut or even your computer. This way, you don't have to worry about lining things up straight. Now, here I forgot to attach my title in Cricut, so each letter is individual. Luckily, I was able to line my letters up against the circle, and I am limited on my Harbor paper, and I really didn't want to cut things out again. So, what little boy is not tempted to do something they are told not to do? I mean, really, curiosity is just piqued when there is a big sign that says, "Don't look in the hole." So here my boys go up to the doors, and Kylan peeks into the hole first and runs back to me, not telling Casey what he had seen. Well, Casey couldn't take it, and he had to go look in the hole. While, unbeknownst to him, his dad was sneaking up behind him. And just as Casey started to peek into the hole, his dad goosed him. Casey must have jumped several feet in the air and then came running back to me while everyone that had stopped to watch the whole thing unfold burst into laughter. It was really quite the moment, and we all still get a good laugh when we walk by that door that is still there. Next is to add some embellishments to the layout. I punched out a tag and a tab like the sketch suggested. Remember, sketches are just suggestions. You don't have to stick to it 100%. You can get creative and do what you want. I don't want to add too much and make it look too busy. I thought I could fussy cut some leaves and things out, but I really wanted to save time. So I remembered that I had some fall stickers in my stash that I thought would look good, or I could use some dots. I don't like the stickers. That's another good reason to dry fit things first before actually adhering them on. Okay, I am really pretty pleased with how this has turned out. I took the gold adhesive backed dots and stuck some there and there. I took my tab punch and made a tab, and then I took a metallic gold pen and drew some stitches on the circle and on the tab there. And then over here on this one, I drew some stitches here on this tag that I made with my tag punch. I used another tab punch over here with shortbread and the gold dots there and there. And then I don't know if you're able to tell, but I also put the gold metallic stitches here around on these paprika circles as well. This is a clean and basic layout, and I'm really pleased with it. Hey guys, I didn't plan on being on camera tonight, but I wanted to share with you some different thoughts that I've been having while I've been making this video. You know, recently I have been going through about 20 some odd years worth of pictures, and I've been reminded of some great photo opportunities. And some, you know, opportunities I did get the pictures of, and then there's others that I realize now that I didn't get and I wish that I would have gotten. So it's given me an idea that I would like to start popping on here about once a month and sharing some different monthly photo opportunity ideas that I have. So for September, the first thought that comes to my mind is football games. If you have a football player in your family, be sure to get those after the game pictures with your player before they hit the locker room. Also, get those tailgating pictures if you tailgate, you know, whether it's at junior high, high school, college, professional, just wherever. If you participate in tailgating, be sure and get some pictures of different activities and foods and things that happen at tailgates. My second idea is apple picking. The elementary school that my boys went to, every year they would take the kids on a field trip to a local apple orchard. And if you are able to go ahead and go on that field trip, be a chaperone and take pictures. And if you are not able to go on the field trip, ask the teacher if the teacher took any photos that you could get copies of. The third idea is sunflower fields. This month is the month to get pictures of those gorgeous sunflower fields. Whether you go mid-morning, sunrise, and sunset. Those are the times that I think would probably be best to get some really good pictures of the sunflower fields. My fourth idea is Grandparents' Day. Again, the elementary schools sometimes have activities for Grandparents' Day. And so if you're able to attend that and get pictures or not, ask your teacher for copies of those pictures. And then my fifth idea that I have is day trips. Whether you go take a hike down some hiking trails or go to the museum or like an aquarium or farmer's market or some arts and crafts shows. Just the different little thoughts of things going on that you might do on a day trip during the month of September. I want to thank you for watching my video. Be sure and leave me a comment down below. I would love to hear your thoughts and ideas and comments. And if you like what you saw in today's video, then be sure and click that thumbs up button, that like button. Share this video with your family and friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. Then until next time, go make some memories. Bye-bye.